On the Newcastle Brown Owl Northumberland plate, Top Seas is a strongly backed favourite, 5-2 from 7-2, flirting around at 13-2. Sweetness Herself at 8-1. There's Not a Bean for Windsor Castle out to 9-1 from 5-1. Transom at 9-1, 10-1 Siege Perilous and Opaque. On 12's Old Revel, 16-1 Go Britannia, Thaljana and Dirab, and it's 20-1 Bar.
And they kick away, and a little bit slow to stride was off, but at least he's off on racing terms, although the back marker through on the inside, Thaljana, and also Sweetness Herself racing prominently, flirting around on the outside of the track, and Benetton holds a good position too. Then we've got Siege Perilous and Transom and Etterby Park and Windsor Castle and 147, and on the inside Go Britannia racing midfield. With Arctic Fancy and Lallans, Old Rouvel. Top Seas has got 4 behind. Newfari, Burnt Offering, Opaque and Dirab are those 4 as they swing left-handed and make their way out into the country. For this stamina test, it's flirting around leading with Benetton. These are 1 and 2. Thaljana in 3rd, Windsor Castle 4th. And then behind these we've got Sweetness Herself taken back to 5 now. Siege Perilous 6, Trance on the inside of Arctic Fancy, and then Go Britannia and Etterby Park sits midfield, normally a little bit closer to the pace than this. Old Rouvel the outside, followed by Opaque, and Top Seas the favourite, well in arrears as they continue to descend on the far side of the track. It's flirting around that runs the rail, and Benetton on the outside. Conditions really are extraordinarily bleak here at Newcastle for the end of June. Making a left-handed turn at the far end of the track then, and it's Benetton now into the lead. 2 flirting around in 2nd, and then coming through into 3rd, possibly just Newfari. That's going into 3rd, and then Sweetness Herself behind that, followed by Old Rouvel. Arctic Fancy getting a position. Thaljana still holds a good position. Wide Rouvel is racing very wide on the course. Let's check the SPs. Top Seas 5-2, still nearer last and first. Flirting around is in 2nd place at 6-1, and Sweetness Herself at 15-2. But Benetton leads. The flirting around, Thaljana, then Arctic Fancy, Sweetness Herself. Windsor Castle in a position, 147, Old Rouvel, Siege Perilous, and then comes Transom. Top Seas is in the lightish cap towards the right of the picture, buried in about 10th or 8th place. Old Rouvel is the one that's racing very wide. Past halfway in the Northumberland Brown Ale, and it's Benetton that leads. 2 flirting around in 2nd, Thaljana wide in 3rd. The top weight, Sweetness Herself, runs a rail and tracks well in, to come through and share 3rd. On the outside is Arctic Fancy. These are attended by Windsor Castle and then Siege Perilous. Top Sea starting a bit of a move, but he's got about 10 lengths to make up on the pace as they begin the climb out of the back straight, and it's still Benetton that has the edge. 2 flirting around in 2nd, and Sweetness Herself. Thaljana is still there with chances. Arctic Fancy the outside. Siege Perilous getting closer. Top Seas with a lot of running to do. Lallans tries to get closer too as they start the turn in. Just over half a mile to go, and it's Benetton and Sweetness Herself flirting around. Siege Perilous the inside. Windsor Castle, Thaljana, and behind these 147 in the white jacket makes ground. Down the straight they come. Top Seas is on the left of the picture now. The dark colours with a spotted cap. They've got inside the final 3 furlongs now, and next to the rails it's the top weight, Sweetness Herself. Windsor Castle the outside between the pair. The light blue cap, that's flirting around. Then Siege Perilous, 147. Top Seas unleashing a run on the very wide outside, but it's a battle up front. The top weight, Sweetness Herself. Young Mark Baird in the drive position. Pressed hard on the outside, Windsor Castle. Back into 3rd place is Siege Perilous, and also 147 is picking up ground fast and very late as they drive towards the line. It's Windsor Castle edging into the lead. Sweetness Herself will not be denied. He's fighting back in terrier fashion, but Windsor Castle lifts the plate to Sweetness Herself and 147, then Siege Perilous, then Top Seas, Burnt Offering, Opaque flirting around. Then we have Lallans followed by Thaljana, and the rest are walking. Newfari and Arctic Fancy, and then Etterby Park and Dirab well out the back. Old Rouvel and Benetton has finished last with 1. Last of all was Transom, virtually pulled up inside the final furlong. The result then:
First number 8 Windsor Castle 10-1, second number 1 Sweetness Herself 15-2, third number 15 147 at 20-1, and fourth number 17 Siege Perilous at 10-1. Non-runners numbers 12 and 13. Number 4 Top Seas the 5-2 favourite.